Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Ted Karbowski with Cruisin With Ted, sponsored by Voyager Travel Group, and we're so glad you could join us today. In just a few moments, we'll hear from one of Oceania Cruises experts as she shares the remarkable story of Oceania Cruises and introduce the exciting legacy of the upcoming Sonata Class of ships. But first, I'd like to set the stage with a brief 2-minute video celebrating the rich history and enduring spirit of Oceania Cruises. And while you're watching, I invite you to click the subscribe button below the video to gain access to Cruisin With Ted on YouTube so you don't miss future luxury travel updates, cruise insights, and exclusive presentations. Now, let's begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Ted Karbowski, president of Cruisin With Ted and a luxury cruise specialist powered by Voyager Travel Group. Along with my partner, Shelley, we've had the privilege of helping travelers discover some of the world's finest cruise experiences. One of the questions we often hear is, what makes Oceania Cruises so special? The answer isn't simply beautiful ships or exceptional cuisine. It's the remarkable story behind the company. Long before Oceania Cruises existed, the elegant Renaissance R-Class ships introduced travelers to a more intimate, destination-focused style of cruising. When Renaissance ceased operations following the events of September 11, 2001, many believed that unique philosophy had been lost forever. But Frank Del Rio Sr. saw something worth preserving. In 2002, he gave these ships, and more importantly that vision, a second life by founding Oceania Cruises. It focused on extraordinary cuisine, immersive destinations, gracious service, and an atmosphere that feels refined without ever feeling formal. Shelley and I have been fortunate to experience that journey both as guests and as travel advisors. In addition, it has been our pleasure to share their stories through Cruisin With Ted, and we have been honored to introduce countless travelers to a cruise line we generally admire. And now it's my pleasure to introduce someone who knows Oceania from the inside. Please join me in welcoming 9-year Oceania veteran, Jade Andersen-Dukes, Strategic Account Manager, who will take you behind the scenes of Oceania Cruises and shed more light on the bright future of the upcoming Oceania Sonata Class. Thank you, enjoy the presentation, and welcome to the world of Oceania Cruises.
Thank you so much for having me. Today I'm excited to share more about Oceania Cruises with all of you, courtesy of Ted and Shelley. So as Ted said, my name is Jade Andersen-Dukes and I am a strategic account manager at Oceania Cruises. And I have the pleasure of working with some of our luxury travel partners who are so incredibly knowledgeable and can book you on your next Oceania vacation. But my job today, of course, is to tell you a little bit about Oceania, what's on the horizon, specifically with our new class of ships, the Sonata Class, which I am so excited for, and just give you a little bit more insight into all things Oceania Cruises. So to start off, I wanted to share with you kind of what makes up the Oceania brand and where are we different from maybe some of the other cruise lines that you've experienced out there. In that brief intro video, the big thing that was talked about was, of course, the immersive destinations and itineraries that we offer. That's the number one reason why we see new guests come to Oceania, is because we have such port-rich and diverse voyages that take you all around the world, ranging from 7 days all the way up to 180 days with our world cruises. Of course, we do that on our beautiful, intimate, luxurious ships. So they are smaller ships, giving you a really luxury atmosphere with like-minded travelers. But what really stands out is the hospitality that you'll experience. It is really thoughtful service. Every time I'm on board or I hear from travel partners and guests of their experience, the crew really does treat you like family and make sure that you are leaving feeling relaxed and well taken care of while you spend your time with Oceania. And then our fourth pillar, which is probably what we are most known for, is having the finest cuisine at sea. It is an amazing culinary experience on board, whether you are in Paris Cafe or one of our specialty restaurants. You will definitely not go hungry on Oceania, and it is an experience no matter where you are. One of the things that we recently announced this year, I think really ties into the foundation of the brand here with the 4 pillars, is that we are now adults only. So back to that like-minded traveler, we now offer a new era of our voyages. So it has been very well received, and full transparency, we didn't have that many families traveling with us. So this was just really the next evolution of the brand that made the most sense. So our experience is designed around these meaningful connections and a certain level of sophistication and discovery while you're exploring. So being adults only was a very easy transition for us. So now any Oceania sailing you're on, you know that you're going to be connecting again with those that have similar interests and desires when they're looking at travel. I think it's also important to start off with the value inclusions on Oceania. We take a very considered approach when we look at luxury, right? We know that luxury is subjective, and our guests feel that it's not about including everything, but including what matters most, and giving you a little bit of that control over how that value does show up when you travel. So with Oceania, this is the value and inclusions that you will have on every single sailing under Your World Included. Always included is going to be, of course, the finest cuisine at sea with our specialty restaurants. Gratuities are always included, unlimited Wi-Fi, all of your soda, coffee, water, that is all included. We also have no single-use plastics on board. So when you step on board an Oceania cruise, you will get a reusable Vero water bottle in your suite or stateroom for you to use throughout your vacation experience. And of course, we have stationed throughout, and you also have nice glass carafes in your staterooms that your steward or stewardess will refill. We include, of course, the ice cream, the juices, the smoothies, and then laundry services. So we do have complimentary laundrettes, and depending on what category you book, you'll also have some complimentary laundry included, which is really nice. I never understood what the big deal was until I was on a 14-day sailing. And then I really understood what a difference that free laundry does make. Or even being able to run, and just go throw in, a quick load of laundry and be able to have that taken care of. It was really nice. And then on top of that, of course, going back to that element of choice, giving you the ability to choose how you want to experience your vacation. So you can add on top of all of that, you have the choice of either wine and beer during meal hours. So it's not set to just being at a restaurant on your way to dinner. As long as dinner is open, you can have a nice glass of champagne right before dinner. Or you can do a shore excursion credit. So that shore excursion credit does vary based off of the length of sailing. It does not matter what category you're in. Everybody receives the same amount based off of the length of that sailing. So again, giving you that flexibility to decide where else you find value in your vacation experience. One thing I will say is I'm the wine and beer during meal times. That's always going to be my choice. You can upgrade that to the full beverage package in case you like to start your day with, a nice Bloody Mary in the morning, or you are, you like your martinis in the evening. You can upgrade that beverage package for a fee. So that is an option as well. So moving into kind of a little bit more about those 4 foundational pillars of Oceania. Again, we know that luxury is really about that personalization, right? That's what makes it so subjective and different. And what is core to Oceania is we value that flexibility and give you that ability to customize it, not only in terms of obviously your inclusions, but also how you like to see the ports of call, and also what size of ship you want to be on. With us, all of our ships are small and intimate. They are absolutely beautiful in terms of everything, really, from start to finish. Our ships are designed for you to feel relaxed on a small ship, but not to feel like you're on too small of a ship, right? That you feel like maybe you're missing out on some of those key items that you look forward to when you're on a vacation. And that's what I love about our ships. No matter what you're on, you can slow down and relax and enjoy not only the ship, but also the beautiful destinations that you're visiting. So one of the things that often comes up when we talk about our intimate, luxurious ships is the entertainment and things to do while you sail with us. And again, it goes back to that considered approach. We allow, plenty of ways to have intimate, closed off, private experiences, or of course, enjoying the experiences with your fellow travelers. So we have, of course, all the entertainment, we have casinos, we have plenty of bars and lounges, but then you also have these beautiful suites and staterooms, or even just public spaces that give you that sense of intimacy and getting to relax and enjoy while you're on board, which I will get here to in a minute, the beautiful Sonata and the new ways that we're delivering that. But again, I mentioned at the very beginning is the genuine hospitality. Our crew does an incredible job of delivering warm, approachable service that really is genuine every time. Like I said, I come with stories, and we have, we get plenty of feedback about how the crew went above and beyond and all these little details that they really do care. And I'll just share one of my most recent experiences is we were talking about, bucket list trips and places you want to go next. And one of mine was Bali. And our waiter that evening was from Bali, but he didn't say anything. He didn't, it was very busy dinner service. So he carried on. And at the end, he came over before we left with a handwritten note of all these local, more immersive experiences that we could have. He could have just jumped into the conversation and said, oh, that's where I'm from, and kept it very casual. But he took the time in a very busy dinner service to just write down some local recommendations from somebody who lives there. And it's just those little things that really do stand out when it comes to that hospitality. There's so many ways that they make sure you're being taken care of while you sail with Oceania. So that no matter what ship you're on, you'll be well taken care of. But of course, the star of today's show is Oceania Sonata, which is sailing in the summer of 2027. So it'll be here before we know it. It originally sounded like this was so far away, and now here we are, just about 14 months from taking delivery of this ship. So very excited to welcome Sonata, which is the next evolution of our fleet. Sonata is the first of 5 of these ships. I think when we started out, it was only going to be 3, and we increased that to 5, just knowing that this is really the future of the Oceania experience and how we can continue to deliver that for all of you. So very quickly, Sonata will debut in Europe in August of 2027. She has 695 suites and staterooms with just over 850 crew members. What is so special about Sonata is we increased the number of suite accommodations on this ship, knowing that is what you as guests are looking for. So one of the things I also love about this ship is that while Sonata is probably is larger than the previous class of ship, the Allure class, it only carries about, I think, 8 to 10% more guests. So even though it's larger in terms of gross tonnage for those of you that are cruisers, and you look at that number and you know what that means, the number of guests is not significantly higher. We want to be able to continue to deliver those intimate experiences while also meeting the demand for the suites and staterooms. So I'm not going to go too much into the categories today, but I did want to give you a glimpse of the beautiful accommodations on board, some of the ones that we have existing, and then show you a sneak peek of some of the ones that are new to the fleet. So for those of you that sail with Oceania, the owner's suite is the top of the list, right? Coming in at just over 2,500 square feet. This is the absolutely beautiful owner's suite here. There are only 4 of them on Sonata. So if this is something that you're looking at, know that this space is limited, especially when we look at those longer sailings or those holiday sailings. These are the first to go. It's absolutely beautiful. You have your master bedroom. You have a beautiful living room space to host. Here's a glimpse of the master bedroom and bathroom. And again, this is just as much as I could show in a short period, but there is so much more to look forward to with the owner's suite. What I also love about this is there's a second bedroom in the owner's suite on Sonata. So, if maybe your travel companion snores, or maybe you just want, to bring a friend with you, there are 2 full bedrooms in this, as well as beautiful bathrooms. So much more to come on each of our suites and staterooms, but I love just getting to share even a little bit of information that we do have now for you all. This is the Vista Suite, coming in just over 1,900 square feet. Again, absolutely beautiful space for guests to enjoy. This is, of course, not a new category for us, but a very popular one. Again, limited number. Oh, it jumped ahead, which is fine because now I get to introduce, this is a brand new category to us, the Penthouse Deluxe Suite. So now this is more of a standard suite category on board. Obviously, we started at the top with the owner's suite. And here, for those of you that are fine, just want to travel in a just under 500 square foot suite, the Penthouse Deluxe is absolutely beautiful. It's a very nice, joyful retreat. You have a beautiful sitting area. You can tell they thoughtfully designed this to make sure that you have plenty of ways to enjoy your space. Of course, this ship is all balcony, so everybody will have their own balcony or veranda space. And this is, again, a new category for us between the super suite categories, as we say. We also just introduced the Horizon Suite, which is, again, another new category for us. So when we said we increased the suite space by 33%, we really did. And introduced a beautiful new category for us. So this is just over 600 square feet. You have a beautiful oversized veranda. You have obviously your living space as well as your bedroom space, and it does have a pocket door to add some privacy there, which I think is really, really nice. These are not the only categories we have available, but again, I just wanted to give you a sampling of what that looks like and what accommodations you can look at when you sail on the beautiful Sonata. Moving into kind of our next pillar, the Finest Cuisine at Sea. So this is probably what you have heard about Oceania. You may have even seen a few commercials out there highlighting the Oceania experience being the cruise line for foodies by foodies. So we, of course, trademarked the Finest Cuisine at Sea. A huge part of that, of course, is actually the food, but it is so much more than that now, right? As society, we've all kind of grown a little bit more in terms of being foodies, and it's evolved just beyond just having a really good meal. It's about the whole experience. So we look at that and care deeply about the culinary experience as a whole on Oceania. And there's so many ways to enjoy that. So some of the returning favorites on Sonata, of course, the grand dining room, which is going to be incredibly beautiful. You're seeing one of the renderings there. We'll continue to offer Jacques, which is our French cuisine, which of course is after our executive culinary director, Jacques Pépin. Then we have Polo Grill, which is our steakhouse, Red Ginger, which is our Asian cuisine, and then Toscana, which is our Italian. So the favorites that we all, for those of you that have sailed with Oceania, know and love, those are going to continue to be offered. And we've also introduced some new culinary concepts, which I'm really excited about. I'm not going to attempt the French version of Le Cab because I will just absolutely butcher it, and I will spare you all. We are the first and only to have a Master Chefs of France restaurant at sea. This space is going to be absolutely beautiful. What they have in store here is really a unique, intimate dining experience with the Master Chefs of France. There are no other cruise lines or anyone that can say that they have this. It is limited to 18 guests in this space, and it really is going to be above and beyond. Of course, for something like this, there will be a small charge. I don't know what it is, but from everything that they've shared, it is going to be absolutely worth it, working with chefs around the world to highlight the destination and obviously all of their expertise as master chefs. The next thing that we're also introducing is the Nikkei Kitchen. So this is Nikkei Cuisine is something that we've been offering in Red Ginger, and it's been received incredibly well. So now we are going to have the Nikkei Kitchen on board Sonata, and it's absolutely amazing. It's a Peruvian and Japanese kind of combination, and it is wonderful. So if you have the opportunity on any of our existing fleet to try some of the Nikkei cuisine, I highly recommend it. And then when you're on board Sonata, you'll be able to enjoy it as its own dining space. Moving into our last aspect is our immersive itineraries. So again, this is really what drives the factor. We can have beautiful ships and we can have all this wonderful food, but really it's about the destination, right? And how we take you there. It really is about immersing in the local cultures in so many different ways, giving you those longer stays in port, more overnight stays, and more ways to explore while you are there. Again, it's about that flexibility and getting to decide how you want to see the world. So with Sonata specifically, her inaugural season is, and we even have more itineraries now that we've opened up into 2029, but Sonata will start out in Europe and then we'll travel to the Caribbean and the West Coast. For her inaugural season, it was 26 itineraries, but we've opened up even further now to include 2029. So for those of you that are planning closer in, we definitely have some opportunities for you. But for those of you that are looking further out, we also have that as well. So before I wrap up, I just wanted to share some exciting itineraries that have some space. So first is going to be one of the inaugural voyages in the Mediterranean. So Rome to Trieste, 14 days in August of 2027. So just about a year out, never too soon or never too late to book. So this is a beautiful 14-day itinerary. It has a few ports of call I've been to, but a lot that I have not. So this is definitely on my radar as a itinerary that I would love to do, especially on Sonata. We also have London to Lisbon for 10 days, September of 2027. So this, again, a really exciting itinerary. London to Lisbon with some time in Bordeaux, which I love that we often do that. And typically, I should have checked, but that might even be an overnight. Typically we do, so that you can have at least a full day to enjoy. Then here comes the crossing. For those of you that love a sea day, this is definitely one for you to look at. It's a longer sailing, 23 days. On Oceania Sonata, Rome to Miami. So you get a nice, beautiful itinerary at the beginning, and then you get to do a nice crossing and end in Miami. And I believe Shelley is going to be on Sonata in November. I don't know if it's this sailing, but I know she has one in November of 2027, which is exciting as well. And then after that, in December, we have a Panama Canal. So for those of you that's a bucket list trip for you, no better way to do it than in Sonata's inaugural season. So a Miami to LA for 29 days. It's a nice, beautiful holiday voyage. And I will tell you, the holidays on board are absolutely magical. They do an incredible job. And this is a beautiful itinerary to do it. So 29 days, you get to do some Caribbean, Panama Canal, Mexico, and then up to LA to end this sailing. So a lot of options, as I mentioned, with Sonata's inaugural season. I know that's just a brief glimpse into this beautiful ship, but there is absolutely more to come. So please reach out to your experts here with Ted and Shelley, and they will be happy to get you more information on Sonata. And I appreciate you all taking time out of your days to give us this a listen.
Is there going to be any difference in the type of entertainment that is offered on the Sonata?
Absolutely. So we had the opportunity back in June to hear a little bit from our entertainment department of what's to come on Sonata, and then of course how that translates to the rest of the fleet. So there's a lot of new shows that are being worked on that take some of the feedback, obviously, that we've gotten from guests, and it also the theater space is designed differently to give a lot of different opportunities, allowing for some more immersive experiences and being able to use that space in different ways throughout the day. I don't know if I'm allowed to share, but I will go ahead and share. One of them is taking some of the fitness classes like yoga or even some of the meditation and bringing it into the theater and creating an immersive experience with the screens and things that are already in there. So not just, evening entertainment, but how can we also incorporate that during the daytime and offering more enrichment experiences for guests.
So Jade, when you were telling us about the new restaurants that are coming out on the Sonata, you mentioned the Le Table only holds 18 guests. I was wondering if the other new restaurant, the Nikkei Kitchen, is also limited in how many guests it can fit in there.
No, so the Le Table is going to be a little bit more of a smaller group, intimate experience that of course comes with an additional charge and this wonderful meal. However, Nikkei Kitchen is going to be more along the lines of a standard specialty restaurant and concept that's going to be offered. And there is no additional charge for that. So even in the Le Table space, there are other opportunities that might come along for, let's say, certain wine pairing meals or Scotch pairing meals, just because the space is absolutely unique. And again, goes back into what I was mentioning of not just having really good food, but having beautiful culinary experiences that extend beyond that as well. So the Nikkei will be something that is included for all guests.
Before we conclude, I'd like to extend our sincere thanks to Jade for sharing her time, knowledge, and passion for Oceania Cruises. We truly appreciate your wonderful presentation. I'd also like to thank each of you for joining us today. We know your time is valuable, and we're honored you chose to spend part of it with us. We hope today's presentation has given you a deeper appreciation for Oceania Cruises and the exciting future of the new Sonata Class. If you enjoyed today's programs, we encourage you to click the subscribe button you will find below this video to gain greater access to Cruisin With Ted on YouTube. It's the best way to stay informed about future luxury travel presentations, cruise news, and destination inspiration. And if today's presentation has you dreaming about your next voyage, we encourage you to reach out to Shelley Young at Voyager Travel Group. Shelley would be delighted to answer your questions and help you determine whether an Oceania cruise is the perfect fit for your travel plans. You can reach her at 406-360-8059. On behalf of all of us at Cruisin With Ted, sponsored by Voyager Travel Group, we thank you again for being with us today. We look forward to welcoming you back to another presentation soon. Until then, happy travels, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.